Pasture's a significant investment and we want you to get it right. Unfortunately, like all things biological, pests are out there and an issue with establishing pasture. Plants are actually reasonably tolerant once they're established. The big issue is when they're small. They're just sort of a centimetre or less tall. They're very, very vulnerable to pest attack. And the way we've got to get them through this period is with an integrated approach to pest management. The first key thing is monitoring. You need to know what's there, have a look at things, keep an eye on things. It may be you don't need any pest control at all, but sometimes you do. With cultivation, there's a lot less issues because the process kills a lot of bugs. But with spray drilling and direct drilling, there's a lot more potential issues because you leave the pasture in place. Seed treatment is a really good way to apply insecticides and fungicides because you put them on at very low levels on the seed coating and they're taken up into the new seedling to help protect it. We're often asked, do I need seed treatment? And I think about it a little bit like house insurance. Hopefully you don't need it, but it's there to protect your investment in case things go wrong. And seed treatment will cover a whole range of things like Argentine stem weevil, grass grub, black beetle, springtails. It'll cover a whole range of pests at a low to moderate level. If you've got a high level of insects, you might need to go to the next step, which is an insecticide. Insecticide is a useful tool when you have very high levels of insects present. It's a big knockdown effect and particularly useful if you're direct drilling, possibly putting an insecticide in with your knockdown herbicide at the start to reduce the insect levels and then let your seed treatment handle the low levels that are left. And lastly, slug bait. Slugs aren't affected, unfortunately, by insecticides or seed treatments. It needs a slug bait. You may or may not need it. The key is, again, coming back to your monitoring. There's information on the website how to do that, but check slug levels, and if you need to, protect your investment through slug baiting. So in summary, pests are out there, and unfortunately, they can be a real problem in a new pasture just as the plants are coming through the ground. Key is monitoring and then using an integrated approach of what you need to control them and get your new pasture established well and producing.